sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask BlueJae, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Day. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Boot Camp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Shop the Black Excellence Collection by Ask BlueJae today. From mugs to apparel and all of the accessories that you need, the Black Excellence Collection has you covered. Make sure that you use promo code MECHI10 for 10% off. Shop now at www.askbluejay.com/shop. It's Black Excellence, baby.
Hey, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome back, y'all. We're going to go ahead and vibe real quick to Chai's Up. This is Out of Space on their latest album. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow them.
It's never over when I come for us, we never sober. Forever soldiers, you never want to know when it's colder.
I got a really good show for y'all tonight. We got a lot to talk about. A lot has happened.
That's X-Files, Scully, and Mulder. But never mind, in search of a better time. I'm a plug with better ties, a coupe, Pirelli ties. Never slow motion, that whiskey or cognac be my
I absolutely love Chai's Up. Y'all know they are a Blueprint Live favorite. So these are my boys. Y'all make sure y'all go and support.
Essential business, my nigga, I keep my itches open. You never knew when I'm flashing, I'm not the type to show it. Lame, let's get a bag and just as quick you can watch them blow it. Lose it like a hike, yeah, this life, you'll pay the price. Now she ain't my wife, but she more than just a night.
Y'all, and Cognac Classic, he is always saying some funny stuff. Like his verses, I absolutely love it. Y'all, welcome back. Happy Thursday. I hope that your week has been going really, really good. This week got a really good show. I have my special guest with me, and I've been promoting her all week. We're going to be talking about her book. I have Miss Irene Reyes-Smith joining me tonight. We're talking about her book, Surviving the Badge, and she has a lot that she's going to be able to offer tonight's conversation. So I'm really, really excited. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on Instagram at the BP Media Co. and on the Blueprint Media Company on Facebook, okay? And make sure you visit the bpmediaco.com if you're interested in doing any advertisements or, being a guest on the show. I'd love to have you, okay? Now, we just went over what's on my playlist, okay? So that was Chai's Up. But we've been talking about this album for the last couple of weeks, of just the chaos that's been going on with Lil Nas X, okay? Now, I know a lot of people, they don't really get down with his music, but you all, I tell you what, this latest project that he put out was really, really good. Like, it far exceeded my expectations. you know, with this album. So I was absolutely in love. So shout out to Lil Nas X. That's what's on my playlist. I'm listening to a little bit of Chai's Up, but I definitely listened to Lil Nas X's album. And I'm still, of course, bumping Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. That is one of my favorites, okay? Let me get to these comments real quick. Hey, Faye, what's going on? Y'all, shout out to Black Dollar Days. We got one of our sponsors in the house. So Faye, always, thank you so much for your support, girl, for tuning in. The next Black Dollar Day is on October 16th, okay? So if you haven't registered your business already, I need you to go ahead and do that. Which brings me to, I can't go any further without thanking my sponsors, okay? So shout out to Black Dollar Days. Like I said, the next one is October 16th. Go sign up. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't followed the page, make sure that you do that so that you stay up to date with what's going on. And then also you get an opportunity for your business to shine too, okay? Shout out to Black Dollar Days, the Black Excellence Collection. Y'all know, y'all see my little mug back there. I'm always drinking out my little mug. I had some really good honey chai tea, y'all. Woo! An experience, okay? And when I have it in my Black Excellence cup, it just makes it that much better. Shout out to Fiya Infusions. Last but not least, Tax Strategy. Okay, now, I spoke with Erica, who is the CEO at Tax Strategy. That's my girl. Y'all know I love me some Erica. I love some Tax Strategy. She is my tax advisor, okay? The 16th of October, that is also the deadline for taxes for like businesses and everything, so that you can kind of claim that and start getting some things in order for your business. Now, I'm not a tax person, so I need you to go and follow the page real quick. That's number one. And number two, go ahead and you can sign up for those updates. And if you're looking for a tax preparer for the upcoming year, I need y'all to get in with her now so y'all not stressing out my Erica at tax time because y'all didn't listen to her advice throughout the year that she was giving y'all, okay? I need you to get into it. So go ahead and make sure that you do that, okay? Last but not least, I've got our job opportunity of the week. That is going to be brought to you by Closing the Gap Staffing, okay? They're still looking for remote workers. It's still remote workers, okay? That's what we're looking for. So I need you all to go ahead and sign up. You can visit Closing the Gap Staffing or ClosingTheGap.com. Okay, you want to go ahead and visit that. That way you can sign up for those opportunities. And you know, they've got others that are listed on there that if you or someone that you know is interested, it's definitely a great opportunity. And they are like hiring immediately. So it's not a game. I need y'all to go ahead and do it. I have my special guest. Let's see. Irene, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come on. Yep. Okay. All right. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to bring on my guest for tonight. Give me just a moment. We're getting it together here, y'all. Hey. Okay. Hey, Irene.
Hi. How are you?
Hey. I'm good. Happy Thursday. Welcome.
Same to you. Thank you so much.
Of course. Look, I've been really excited for us to chat. You know, it's been, I feel like it's been a long week to the build up for today, but I'm really excited to have you on and talk about all that you've got going on.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it was just a little bit of a delay, so I hope I'm not talking over you. Is it okay?
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure. I'm like, can she hear? Yeah, it's okay. I was just making sure.
It's a little bit of a delay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. But look, for those that don't know, okay, Irene Reyes-Smith she's an author, a motivational speaker. I mean, first off, you tip off a lot of hats, but you know, she is a former DC Metropolitan Police officer, and you know, with her book, Surviving the Badge, like I'm really excited to jump into that tonight because for one, I love the concept. I love the fact that you're, you know, bringing your experience of what you've gone through during your time on the force to the public. So let's jump right in. Tell us a little bit about the book.
So the book is about me being an inner city police officer, serving my community residents of the Metropolitan district while saving my son from the streets of DC. Crime and violence.
Can I ask you, you know, I'm sure that you've seen a lot of things that go on in the news with law enforcement now. You know, when at the time when you were deciding to go into the force, were some of the things that you kind of see now, was that something that, you know, you thought about before you entered the force?
So at the time, when I thought about joining the force, I wasn't like really into what was going on as far as like crime wise,
Okay.
and those sorts of things. My
Okay.
main focus was about helping, you know,
That's right.
individuals and helping residents, helping citizens
Okay.
with you know, everyday issues, everyday challenges. So that was really my main focus. It wasn't so much about the crime that was going on in the city.
Okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I would imagine, I know that, you know, first off, congratulations, because Lil Birdie told me that you celebrated your retirement this year.
Yeah. Yes, in June.
I mean, you 30 years of experience. I mean, I just can't, like,
It's a
it's so
lot.
much. I'm pretty sure that you know, experienced a lot of highs and a lot of lows at that time, you know, within that. What was it that kind of like for you?
Um, a lot of it was hard. Some of
Mhm.
it was scary, especially when you're trying to raise kids in a city
Yeah.
that you're protecting and serving. It's hard and it's challenging, and especially at the time being a single mom,
Hmm.
you know, when work was so demanding and you're trying to keep a balance between
Right.
raising your kids and also a high demanding job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, with your book, was it always in your, you know, in your heart to write about your experience?
No, it was not.
What? Wait, you mean not, look, not at all?
Not at all, when I tell you. Because when you think about it, you know, you being a public service, and when you think about all that you've been through and all that you have to go through, um, writing a book was not on the forefront of my mind, because the book is about my life and my experiences.
That's right.
So you're not thinking about that, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, people are going to look at you differently.
Yeah.
They're going to judge you. They're going to be, you know, they're going to be like, well, how could she let that happen? You know, what type of
Yeah.
mother is she? So no, it wasn't on the forefront of my mind. But what I realized, what I had to go through and what I endured, it wasn't for me. It was to
That's right.
share with other
That's
single
right.
moms, other women in profession, and just individuals collectively.
Absolutely. You know, I would imagine, because like you said, for you, like, I don't have children yet, but I can speak to you from the perspective of a child that, you know what I'm saying? It's like we see our parents, they're like, they have to stretch themselves so many ways, you know, and it's like, I would imagine that having a job that's demanding like that, it probably is a little bit difficult to find that balance, right? Like, just
It
how
is.
do I meet everything in the middle?
It is. And that saying is true about how it takes a village. So my family and friends, they were a huge support, a huge support.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's, I mean, look, you gotta have the village, right?
Yes. Yes.
You
You need
have
that
to.
village. You need
So,
that
okay,
village.
when you finally put your book "Surviving the Badge" together, and it was just like, it was, you know, you got it published, it's ready to go. What was the impact when you put it out that you really wanted your readers to identify with?
So what I wanted them to identify with is pretty much parents raising children in the city, with city life that is so fast
Yeah,
and so much exposure to our young people.
yeah,
That's what the book is really talking about, and just how we have a system that is ready, you know, to like incarcerate our young black males.
yeah. And it's
So
so it's so sad. It really is.
yes, yes.
So, okay, can you walk me through, you know, last year we had a lot of, you know, situations, Irene, like, you know, with what happened with George Floyd and everything. You know, at this particular point, you were still on the force, you know,
Yes.
because the retirement happened this year. Um, what was it like? Because I think that we don't, let me just give you a little bit of this. I don't think that we get the perspective from people that are actually in law enforcement of how maybe situations and seeing how they played out in the media, how that had an effect on the people that were on the inside. So can you, just kind of walk me through maybe what it was like for you during that time, or maybe some of your fellow officers? Like, what was the overall feeling when these things were playing out?
So with myself and a lot of co-workers that I did speak with, it was kind of appalling to us. A lot of us were hurt. A lot of us were, how could the other officers, just stand by and allow it? Because at the end of the day, we're all still human.
Yeah.
We're all still human. And there's a difference in subduing a suspect or a subject. And then there's another difference in just, all right, this is off a human life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it did play an impact on a lot of officers that are still on the force and that are still working, because at the end of the day, like I said, we are still human, and
Absolutely.
we all still have a job that we have to do. And what happens is, when one officer makes a mistake, we all get
it affects everyone
collectively. Absolutely, it affects everyone collectively.
Now look, I'm gonna ask this question, and it's a little risque, and you tell me if you're comfortable with answering it or not. But I wanted to ask, I personally wanted to ask this question for someone that is a person of color that has been on the force. We hear one of the main arguments that I hear when it comes to things that I would say are kind of race related. You hear like the all lives matter, the blue lives matter, the black lives matter. Can you share a little bit of like, maybe not so much as your stance, but just kind of like give us a little bit of insight of how all of those different groups and kind of initiatives were viewed from your standpoint?
Wow, that is.
I'm sorry, and then, like I said, if it's too much, you tell me. I'm not here to make things uncomfortable, but like I said, I think that from all sides, that if we had understanding from people like me, where it's just like, hey, I'm not in law enforcement. I look at things and I'm kind of confused too, and I'm just like, well, why do people say these things? Why do they feel like this? I feel like if we had more of those conversations or talk more openly about things that are taboo, there could be, some gaps that are closed with amongst the different groups, right? So, I mean, because I'm just like this, like when people, I hate to hear things like, oh, well, screw the cops. I was like, I know Black officers. My town that I live in, Irene, it is mostly, it's the whole force is basically Black or they're Hispanic, So when I see them, I don't feel as much fear as if I go over to New Lenox or Orland Park, which my people that's tuning in, that's from around the area, they understand, you know what I'm saying? Because Irene, look, the Blueprint Live, we spanning out. The Irene is not even in the Chicagoland area, okay?
No, not at all.
But no, I know it's a loaded question, but just a few of your thoughts, if you could share.
So I'm gonna say this, as it relates to that, just like you said, all lives do matter.
That's right.
And to me, I just feel like when it's an officer-related incident, everybody wants to come out and chime in.
That's right.
But when you see a lot of violence of our young people killing each other,
that's right,
nobody has anything to say.
It's critical.
And I just believe that if we're just neutral on all stands, a killing is a killing.
That's right.
Means a life was taken.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't matter if it's, police, Black Lives Matter, what have you. A killing is a killing. And I just believe that if everyone just steps up and, guide our young people.
That's right.
Show them the way, mentor them.
That's right.
We will see a lot of different results, because a lot of them, we have to see where they are. Some of them, broken homes, whatever the situation, it could be two current
they come from different backgrounds.
Different backgrounds, absolutely. So I just believe that no matter where the shooting is happening or where the violence is happening, we all have to step in and
That's right.
Collectively, and just take them under our wings and allow them to know that we are here to help them. We're
That's
here
right.
to nourish them. We're here to, to guide them.
That's right. And lift them up. And, and speaking of which, you brought up a great point. In my introduction for Irene, I failed to mention that she is also a community activist. And, speaking on that, you work with the youth within your community, or you have before. So I'm pretty sure that made an impact, because Irene strikes me as a person that she cares. Okay. she actually cares. So how do you feel like you being within that space, with it was high school, correct?
Yeah, I actually did truancy for
Oh.
DC. So it was middle school and high school and even some elementary.
And I'm pretty sure that you learned that there were a lot of components that probably contributed to them not being at school, right?
Yes, it was. And that's why I said it has to be collectively, and we have to get back to it takes a village.
That's right.
Because it is going to take a village with everything that is going on now between COVID.
That's right.
The police brutality, just the violence in the streets, period. It's going to take a village to get us back to where we need to. And I just believe that, Martin Luther King, they didn't march for nothing.
Okay, not for it to end up like this.
Absolutely. They didn't march for anything. Rosa Parks, they didn't do all that for nothing.
Absolutely. Y'all better look. Y'all better get into Irene. You better preach today, okay? A word. It was not done in vain. It was really not. It was not done in vain. Oh, girl.
Just like God's word says, "Am I my brother's keeper?"
Yeah. Okay. So look, speaking of which, you are, currently developing something. So you let me know, but you're looking to put together a scholarship for the youth. And I really wanted us to talk about that, because one thing that I'll say about my show is that everyone kind of gets connected and we pull together our resources and do what we can. So if you could just tell us a little bit about the scholarship, and, if you can let me know how any of my listeners, how they can contribute to that and help, please share that with us now.
Okay. So the scholarship actually, is going to be dedicated. I'm doing it in the dedication of my mom. And it's going to be the Irene Reyes Survival Scholarship.
Yes.
And the reason I came up with the scholarship, just the type of person that my mom was, she would help anybody.
Yeah.
And I wanted to keep that legacy going. So the proceeds, some of the proceeds from the book is what I'm going to use to do the scholarships. And I want to do it for the high school kids that are thinking about, even those that don't even think that they want to go to college, but whether it be a trade school, and just give them the opportunity.
Absolutely.
For extended schooling.
Okay, so everybody, y'all just heard, if you want to directly contribute,
my book.
Yes.
My book. I do have a website. The website is authorireneRS.com.
I'm going to share the details for that. I'll put everything on there for us. That's so exciting. And what a way to give back. And it's funny. I'm listening to you talk, and I'm like, my mother was the same way. She's gone on to glory now, but just when it's in your heart, you pass it on. I'm like, whatever I can do. My mom was always like, give back, never leave somebody hungry, never leave them, without the knowledge that they need or the help that they need, especially if you have it. So I think that that's a blessing. And you look, I will definitely be getting my copy, because for one, I want to read the book. I'm always like, I want to read the book. I'm like, we on here, we talking about it. I'm like, I do want to read it. So, I'm really excited about that. And I just wanted, I definitely wanted to emphasize that, because if there's any way that we can help, we definitely want to do that.
Absolutely. And for those also, the book is on Amazon as well. And on my website is through Walmart. So absolutely.
Okay. You better come through with the Walmart. Hey! Okay.
Gotta get all platforms.
Yes. Okay. So look, what are some things that are coming up that we can look forward to?
So I'm actually in the process of publishing 2 more books for next year. Yes.
What?
Yes, one of them that I'm really so excited about. I'm gonna do a book regarding women in blue, and they're gonna tell their stories of what they had to endure. And
Oh my God.
the police department. Yes,
That
yes.
sounds like something that needs to be on Lifetime. Lifetime, if you're listening in, okay. BET, Oprah, somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
That's powerful because I mean the thing about it, okay, and you know, and I didn't ask you this, and not to backtrack because I look, as y'all see, Miss Irene, she is on the go. Okay, she is booked and busy. However, I would imagine, did you have a lot of women on the force with you?
I do.
Okay, because I can say sometimes, and maybe not even just with law enforcement, but just sometimes to walk in as a woman. And you're the minority in the room, and then we happen to be black, so it's like pie-ow. It's double trouble, you know. So that's amazing. You know what? Now, okay, so for my ladies, because I definitely know some women in blue that would I got to get y'all connected. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you need stories, and these are women that are Chicago police officers. Irene, you been hearing about Chicago in the news?
Yes.
It's a scary place sometimes. It's a little scary.
Yes. So they can email me, go on the website, leave a message, and I'll get the information. Absolutely.
When I tell you, I've got 3 people in mind that I'm going to connect you with for sure. For sure. That's great. So, okay, so we got the women in blue. Are you releasing are you giving me an exclusive of what the 3rd book is going to be about?
The 3rd book is going to be out. It's going to be the thin blue line between serving and protecting, the Blue Chronicles.
Okay, so Irene basically just solidified that she's going to be back 2 more times for her promo run for her next 2 books. Okay. No, I love it. I'm so excited. It is so good. We have such rich stories to tell. And, for you to be able to share those things and even open the platform for other people that share in the same experience for you, as you, to put that out to the public. I think that that's dope, Irene. I am so excited about it. So, girl, look, I got to get my first one, but when them other 2 come out, you might as well just put me on the mailing list. Okay. Put me on there. Because I want to know.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, look, so you all heard, okay, right now what I need you to do is get Surviving the Badge. That's the 1st book. We are supporting, you know what I'm saying? We're supporting the scholarship, giving back to the youth, and supporting this book, okay? Parents, I got a lot of parents that listen in with me. Yes. I need y'all to purchase the book.
Absolutely.
Especially if you stay in the city of Chicago or its surrounding areas. That's everybody that I know for the most part. So
let me tell you, that book is going to bless them. Because when I tell you what I had to endure or go through with my son and dealing with what was going on in the streets, it was nothing but God. And I'm going to tell you, my faith.
Right.
So that book,
it's a life changer.
Yes, it's a life changer, and I have scriptures in it. And when I tell you, if you're not a person of belief, you will be once you finish reading that book.
Okay.
You will be.
I love that. I love that. Irene, I'm so happy for you. And first off, before you go, because we didn't talk about your son, he's all right, right?
Yes, he is. He's doing good now.
Absolutely. That's the blessing of it all. Okay. So absolutely. But look, before you leave me, let them know one more time how they can follow you, get in touch, and get the book.
Yeah, so you can follow me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, and also my website is IreneRS.com.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me, and safe travels to you as you make your way on the road tonight. And thank you so much. You definitely have blessed us today, and I'm so excited for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and we will definitely be in touch.
You better come back on. Don't forget about me.
I will.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Irene. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Y'all make sure that y'all go and get the book, okay? I need y'all to go and get that. I'll be dropping the links to everything and definitely sharing it up so that you all will be able to go and definitely support, and as well as the other 2 books that are going to come out. And just remember, your purchase is going to help go towards scholarship for someone that's in need of it. You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, it's like, it don't get no better than that. You get to literally read the book and you are also helping at the same time. So y'all go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do right now is take a quick little break. When I come back, I got today's Hate It and Love It. And, it's a little bit crazy, but I think that we're going to get through it tonight. So we'll be right back, okay? Bye.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative, okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Okay. Let's start it off. So I won't be so intense, but we're going to go there. Okay. First off, y'all know what we've been hearing about all week, the Petito case, the missing young lady that was found out in Wyoming. This week, Joy Reid, you all know she is a very popular commentator. She was trending on Twitter after making a few comments about the media's inconsistency and double standards pertaining to the Petito case and missing Black people. Speaking on the case, she recognized that the Petito family deserves justice, of course. She said it goes without saying that no family should ever endure that type of pain, and the Petito family certainly deserves answers and justice. She then went on to mention the phrase missing white woman syndrome, which was coined by PBS anchor Gwen Ifill. The phrase suggests that media seemingly has more interest in covering stories of missing white women, but not those of Black or other people of color, which you all know, if you watch the news, it's very true what they're saying. What they're saying is not far-fetched. We saw how today, before I got ready to get ready for the show, saw that Jelani Day, if you all haven't been keeping up with that story, they ended up obtaining a body September 4th that they believed could have been his. And it took all of this time for them to, do the autopsies or whatever it is that they needed to do to identify that it was him, because he had decomposed. He had started that process. And, but with this case, we saw that it was like they moved immediately. It was all in there. And it wasn't until, Jelani's parents started making some noise like, hey, what's going on here? That now all of a sudden today, they've been able to identify it, but it took weeks, which they gave, a prediction that it would be that way. But it doesn't make it right. So my hate this week is the fact that, like with media, they do not emphasize these stories like that. The stories that we see, unfortunately, are of, white women, which at the end of the day, my whole thing is like, I am fine with that. I am fine about hearing about Gabby's case every day. As long as we were hearing about Jelani. There's a young lady named Kiera Coles. I'm pretty sure you all remember that. She went missing and she was pregnant. They still have not been able to locate her. Imagine if she was able to get the same type of attention and the same level of effort that we see in other cases that are more publicized. They probably would have found her and at least been able to give some closure to their family. Imagine you walk out that door and your family don't see you no more. That is a heartache that I don't think any of us want to experience. There has to be a shift as far as how things go and the stories that we're covering. I was proud of the Shade Room. As much shady stuff as the Shade Room posted, they actually posted about the story. And I was like, this is what we need to do. Because I'm like, if y'all posting about Gabby every day, we need y'all to focus and do that. There are other... Not only is it just Blacks that are missing, there's Native Americans, there's all types of people that they just up and freaking disappear. Nobody understands where these people are. We got to get more of those stories out and put in the same level of effort, get the FBI involved, get everybody involved that needs to be involved as far as that's concerned. That's my hate of it. Let me get into Faye's comment. She said, thousands of Black women go missing every year with no media coverage at all. They might mention it once or twice on like the 9 o'clock news. And half these people ain't watching the news. They somewhere watching Love and Hip Hop and stuff. Me, I just happen to do both. I'm going to watch the BS TV and I'm going to get the news in. Faye said a lot of media is biased towards Black and brown people. Yeah. Like there was a story that was shown where the carjacker, I think, was an Asian American woman. And, you know, they were in the comments like, oh, my God, I can't believe it. I'm like, what? Did y'all only think that Black people are the only ones that do carjackings? That's just what's reported. That's what's reported. I'm pretty sure there's more people that do that. So it's like, I'm going to need y'all to chill a little bit. All right. Second story. Now, I know that, you know, it has been a consensus on the show since the Blueprint Live, when it was the Blueprint Radio, that y'all don't really like Kim K. But this week I felt a little bit bad for her. So Whack 100, which is Ray J's former manager, he came out saying that he allegedly has a second sex tape between Kim Kardashian and Ray J. And to my surprise, instead of Ray J responding with, I hit it first energy, which he did not. I was so proud of him. I was like, thank you, Jesus, that this man was not being ignorant. He even responded like, you know, basically like, I don't know what this dude is talking about. I have a family now, you know, all types of stuff. You know, him and Princess just got their shit together. They just started working their shit out. Why are you coming out with this stuff? It's not even true. Then the fool said, I'll only give it to Kanye West. I'm not going to put it out. Well, if that was the case, my whole thing is like, if you legitimately have a second tape that you feel like this man needs to see it before he does anything with his life, whatever. Why didn't you just give him the tape on his own? Why did you feel the need to tell us that there was a second tape and that you would be willing only to release it to him? It's not far-fetched that it could be a second video. I mean, I suppose if you're into making sex videos, maybe you're not just going to make one. You might make a couple. I don't know. But I felt like that it was just totally out of line. These people are in such different spaces. And who cares? Like, my whole thing is people out here having sex for free. They out here having sex for $40 and stuff like that. If Kim Kardashian was able to lay down and put her whole family on or whatever the case is, mind the business that pays you. Nobody cares. That's whatever. Let me get into these comments. Be your own kind. Ray J is a father now. He thinks differently. Yeah. You know, I was very, very proud of his response. I'm just like, thank you for not bringing I hit it first energy, because he definitely did that before he had kids. So I'm just like, baby, if them kids humbled you and brought you back to a place of peace, we are happy about that. Thank you. Whitney said he's being messy. I agree. I mean, and my whole thing is like, if you saying that you was gonna do it and only give it to Kanye, what was the actual point of you even mentioning it to the public in the first place? You slide that thing through with a zip drive if you was gonna do. I mean, do what you got to do. Google Drive link. What you want to do? We don't care. We've all moved on. I don't get it. Winnie said, why does he have it? Questions that need answers, because he's on crack, because that's not a real thing. Like Whack 100, that was a little whack. Nobody is discrediting y'all. He made sure Ray J wished our ass to death. He made sure. Pissing me off. Okay, so that was my second hater. Now, my love it this week is definitely just people that have been being nice, even in the workspace. So y'all know I always come to y'all about my little horror stories when they be acting up. So I got to come and bring you some good news. So I recently been getting into like getting plants and stuff like that. You know, I just want somebody to love. Yeah, I'm giving my plants that energy. So one of my clients, she brought me, okay, let me take you back. A couple weeks, I had threw an event for my tenants. Y'all know I'm like at a high rise or whatever. So I try to make sure I do, you know, some lavish shit for them. I'm like, you guys just deserve the best, you know, whatever. So she asked me, she's just like, oh, do you like flowers? I was just like, yeah, but they die very quickly with me. I'm more of a plant gal now. That's exactly what I said to her. So she's one of my clients that she will, you know, she has a lot of requests and different things like that. So I've just kind of learned that when, you know, she takes priority, you know, you got to take care of your biggest clients. Okay. That's really how it come down to. And y'all can even take that with y'all personal business as well. Okay. If you got your big spenders or your people that's doing big things for you, you're going to make some concessions. You're going to do some things for them. Okay. That's just how it goes. That's good business. Okay. Getting back to it though. So she, you know, she's like, oh, I want to come and talk to you. And I'm like, you know, ever since I had COVID, I be real like back, give me 4 to 8 feet, sis. Forget the 6 feet. I need you to give me 8 feet. But she came down, and of course she comes in with this beautiful bamboo plant, y'all. And then, so this is the thing. If you are, you know, not into it or whatever the case is, the stalks, each stalks that you have in the plant, it means something. So it was so many of them. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, how many stalks are these? You know? So I counted them and they were 21. And based off of like I guess like the Chinese culture, you know, how they do things when they actually give those plants to someone, they give you the stalks and it has basically like a message. And this one was the 21 stalks represented the greatest blessing. And it came at a time that was really, really difficult. Like that happened on Monday. And, you know, over the weekend, we, you know, ended up finding out that my uncle passed away, you know, my father's brother. And, you know, it literally has just been a year since their other brother passed. It was only 5 of them. So it's like, you know, it's 5 and it's literally down to, you know, 3 of them right now. And it was a really, really difficult time. And I mean, when she brought it in and sat it down and like the things she was saying, she's just like, you know, I just appreciate everything that you do. And you know, you always go above and beyond. She just had a word for me that day. And then to look up and see how many stalks she gave, you know, in conjunction with the things that I had going on, it was just a really, really powerful moment for me. And then I'm getting like, y'all know I love like Starbucks and Dunkin'. Like Starbucks, I'm going for my iced chai tea lattes. For Dunkin', I need my coffee, caramel coffee, cream and sugar, please. Iced. Okay. I'm getting like random gift cards. I'm getting all of these things. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And then, you know, even my girls that checked in on me when I told them like, hey, you know, I had this stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? My uncle was gone. Like, you know, it's just a lot. And just getting over COVID, like I'm trying to get my bearings back, and it's always something. So all of those things combined, I was just very grateful this week. I was very, you know, thankful for my tribe, thankful for the appreciation. Like I am just the person that tries to go above and beyond. Anybody that knows me, I don't half-ass shit. I give my best. I do everything that I need to do. And, you know, sometimes it's like, I do it, and I think I've gotten so used, or I've had some pretty shitty people around me that don't like appreciate that all the time. So I kind of got used to like, you know what I'm saying? You do what you do for no applause. I'm not kind. I don't give 100% or do all that other stuff just to try to get applause from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes you have those moments where it's like you might be really down, and I was down. I'm like, I really was. I have to be completely transparent with y'all that I was, and to, you know, just have those moments. I'm very thankful for that. So that was definitely my love it this week, for sure, like 100%. So y'all make sure y'all drop y'all hated and y'all love it in the comments. I want to hear what was going on with y'all this week. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. And then if you're just tuning in with me, I know I got a few of my business owners, that are in the comments. Make sure y'all drop y'all businesses, drop any promos, anything you got going on right now so that we can get in tune, okay? I got the what would you do? I'm going to let y'all know it stank.
Let's get into today's what would you do? Well, we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Okay, so check this out. This particular one came from a page only in Nigeria on Instagram, okay? You all may have even seen this. Let me do that. But I want to bring up, I saw this one on one of my friends' thing, and I wanted to pull up some of the comments that they had, you know what I'm saying, just in case if you all are at a loss of words, because I'll be honest with y'all, this one stank. I'm just gonna be 1,000% with you. Let me kick it off. I don't even want to read it because I feel like y'all gonna go crazy in the comments if you have not seen it already, but here we go. Okay. Hold on, I'm bringing up this stuff, y'all. Hold up. My husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was just simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job, saying it was too traumatic to go to work. She was in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby, which may or may not have been his. I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet, I don't have the heart to yell at him like I actually want to. He says she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. What the? Okay. We've barely talked these last weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says that he misses her and wishes she were here. Then also how much he loves me and that he never intended to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together. He said he's not ready to work on our marriage and thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand he focus on our marriage? Woo, child. Let me get into these comments. Okay. Whitney and Faye are saying hey to each other. Hey, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Kim, girl, that's my eyes as I was reading it. I was like, it was the first sentence for me. My husband is mourning his dead mistress. In what, I guess, I don't know if that's only in Nigeria. Whitney said, no, ma'am. Kim said, what the F? Whitney said, I cannot either. What is exactly my thoughts? Kim said, run, sis. Girl, is it crack or is it crack? Faye said he needs prayer. See, this is the thing. Like, okay, and not what I'm about to say endorsing any type of physical stuff. But see, I would be feeling like I need to A-Town stomp his ass. Like, you not for, and then you gonna quit your job, so now you broke and grieving, baby. You got to pick a struggle. You can't be grieving over no nonsense. Okay, and you broke. We have real questions that needs answers. Faye said so his ass won't get beat. Pray for him. Yeah. Kim said the marriage is over, so she needs to run. She gallop. I need her to gallop away from this man. Because I'm like, he don't have no respect for you, the relationship, nothing. And then it's just like this. Then by you saying that you don't even know if you was the father, so not only was you cheating, but you raw dogging somebody else's wife? What? I'm stressed out. Yes, Whitney, he quit his job. She said he quit his job saying it was too traumatic to go to work. Girl, hold on. So I want to go to some of the comments. So this one young lady said, I'll stick around for emotional support during the grieving process. We're divorcing after, though. Baby, we're divorcing first. Baby, I need a drink too. I call myself tonight. I'll say for the Blueprint Live, I'm gonna drink a little water. And I'm over here like, I need like something. I need some liquor. I need a wine cooler. I need a 40. I need a 40 ounce for this. This is too much. Shayla Day, this one young lady said, his ass will be grieving by his damn self. Another young lady said, nope, literally, I can be only so understanding. Sorry your hoe died, but I'm going to need you to go. Here's some tissue, a there, pat on the shoulder, and then I'm just going to have to basically call you an Uber because you have to leave. I'll pay for the Uber. You're obviously too distraught and out of a job. Another young lady said, your marriage is over and it has been for a while. Better to be better. Better maybe see a therapist yourself and focus on you and your next move. Baby, I'd have a boyfriend so quick. A boyfriend, a friend, somebody. She said, oh my, this is some Fences storyline. What should you do? Sheesh, grab a hold of your self-esteem and then seek therapy for yourself. He's not in the marriage with you then nor now. You're going to have to just leave. I mean, What? Kim said he's a whole mess and a waste of a man to her. Yeah, it's just like, why you even around? Like the moment that, okay, it's like you already done cheated. Okay. But you raw dogging her and she at your job and you gonna quit your job afterwards because she died? Because it's too traumatic for you to go to work. You better traumatic your ass on Indeed somewhere. That's what I have to say about it. And get your ass on. BYO kind of said, hey, shout out to my partner. She said, wait, what? Yes, ma'am. Girl, first off, they over there, they smoking crack. Both of them. Both of them. Now, the fact that this is on the Only in Nigeria page, I am wondering, okay? I'm wondering if it's, is this like a cultural type of thing? Is this something, because there's other things to factor in. If there are people that are in relationships like that, where it's like, I got my wife, I got my girlfriend, she got a girlfriend, we got a girlfriend. We don't know what type of situation it is. I don't know. It's just all this shit weird. Hey, Lakeisha, she said she needs to run. And she does. She needs to run fast. 50 miles per hour starting off. Okay. Stick around. For me, I can't help you grieve over no bullshit. If there is a genuine loss, a friend, a parent, a family member, something like that, someone that's close to you, someone that is, oh my goodness, you all are super, super close. Of course, I'm going to be there for you. That is what a good wife should do. Because I tell you what, I can speak from experience of being the person on the grieving side. Now, I ain't grieving no dang affair, but, anyone that knows my story or whatever the case is knows that like around the time that my husband and I met, you know what I'm saying? My mother was in the midst of making her transition. So one of the first hardest things that we had to deal with was him helping me through my grieving process from such a tremendous loss. Anybody that knows me knows like me and my mama was thick as thieves, baby. We was like this. Okay. So that was really, really hard. And it takes a lot. There's days that you wake up and you're angry, days that you wake up and you're irritable and all this other stuff. And you just got your significant other riding with you. I would never have him riding with me on some bullshit, though. Excuse my language. I apologize. However, I'm not going to do you dirty and then still expect your support. And then she's still sitting up here trying to work it out. And it's like, this is the thing. I, as a married person, I can honor a man or a woman that say, you know what? These are the vows that we said. They said for better or for worse. Your worst might be that your damn spouse step out on you. It might be that they spend all the money up. It might be all of these different things that happen within long-standing relationships. What people don't understand is like a new relationship is easy as hell. It's when you growing with somebody like me and Anthony been together for 10 years and it be some days I'm like, I'm gonna knock your head through the goddamn washer and dryer. And I know he feels that way about me sometimes. I probably drive him crazy. But I'm not going to let you ride with me on some bullshit. I'm not. If he ever loved his wife, I'm going to need you to back up. Okay? When he said, sorry, your hoe died, OMG. Yes, that's what the one girl said. She was like, basically like, I'm finna call you an Uber. You got to go. Period. Boyfriend number 2. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. When he said giving Phipps vibes for sure. Girl, let me tell y'all a secret. I ain't seen the movie. I only heard about it. Some stuff I don't I'm gonna watch it though. Because now y'all saying this got me real like I'm interested. BYOK said, LOL, why the dryer? Yeah, I mean, not literally. I would never do that. I don't believe in putting the hands or whatever the case is. Like, if you're going to put your hands on me, honey, it need to be in a spicy way. I'm not putting my hands on you in a spicy way, if you get what I'm saying. Like, we're not on that. This situation, as far as what would I do, I think that a separation of some sort is definitely... I can't recommend anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's relationships works differently. But the fact that she's so willing to stay and willing to overlook like all of the red flags that say that her relationship is over, I think that she has to step away to take some time for herself to really build up her self-esteem of what she's got going on, because there's no way in hell she's supposed to be dealing with that. None. You out here raw dogging and doing all types of stuff. We got to fight. My name is Chun-Li. And I'm not talking about the one Nicki Minaj did. I'm talking about the one that kicks at 1,000 miles per hour because you're not going to be cheating on me and then sitting up here crying because she gone. Cry in silence. Cry inside. Inside. Be your own concept. I know, but I was laughing at the appliance choice. Girl, knock them in the refrigerator. We just going to have to fight. Whitney said, baby, that's why I don't give relationship advice because folks be staying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what my whole thing is, like, I'm not judging her for staying or for leaving or whatever the case is, but I definitely feel like that there's some soul searching that she has to do inside of herself. And if I was her friend, I'd just be like, sis, you got to take some time for you. How do you feel being betrayed like this? How do you feel being betrayed every time you see a tear fall from his face or he's waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning and he's trembling over his side chick? Address how you feel. Address how you feel. And as a friend, that's what I would tell her. How do you feel? What is it that you need at this moment? Because see, nobody considered the wife in this situation or the other husband that's on the other hand thinking that, you know, my wife, she, you know, was carrying my child. No, she might have been carrying somebody else's seed. Let that be noted to the public. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody was taking them into account. So there's some healing and some things that they're going to have to do in order to get to a place where it's just like you could even move forward. Be your own concept. Me neither, Whitney. The heart wants what the heart wants. Absolutely. Right. She needs a little therapy. She needs a lot of therapy for sure. Faye said he better shut the F up. He would be gone from the premises. Baby, crying silent. Because I don't care. I don't care. It's certain things that it's like you can't condition me to care and to feel that. So yeah, I think that I think that was pretty good, y'all. That was pretty good. I'm glad we all on the same page because I'm just like this. I can't sit around for it. It's the crack for me. But let's get into what's happening, what's up.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
I am so excited. Very excited about this. You know, we talk about women and you know, and all the great things that we're doing. So, First Women's Bank, the nation's first women-funded, owned, and led commercial bank. They celebrated their grand opening on Wednesday, September 22nd. So this just happened right at their flagship location in Chicago. Okay. So I thought that was so dope. I mean, the fact that it was like none that was women-owned, I didn't know that. Why didn't I know that? Wait, Whitney trying to go back. What'd she say? Wait, so if she would have never died, I wonder if he would have told her. Girl, you know the answer to that. He wasn't going to tell her. He wasn't going to tell her. Y'all know that. That was a wild what would you do? And I saw that one. I was like, wow. But yeah, the First Women's Bank, yes. You know, make sure, you know what I mean? I guess if you're looking for a bank home, go and support. Okay, they're right in the Chicagoland area. So that's definitely something good for the city and definitely a win for us. Okay. Did y'all hear the Fugees was getting back together? Da-da-da-da. Okay. They had $300 tickets for the 100 level. I was like, and people was complaining. I was like, y'all must don't go to concerts. Because I tell you what, when Drake bring his old I'm too sexy for my shirt ass back to Chicago, Michigan, Indiana, anywhere that's nearby that I can get to it quickly, I'm going to the concert. If the tickets is $300 a ticket, I don't care. I don't care. That's not even expensive. Where's y'all sitting at these concerts that $300 is expensive for the 100 level? I was like, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Wendy said, we heard Be Your Own Concept. I'm here for the Fugees. I am too. I you know, I mean, my whole thing is that now hearing over the years how Lauryn Hill don't be showing up on time. See, that's what pissed me off. Because see, I'll be the one like this. Forget it. We'll get there like 2 hours late. And then she actually will be on time. $300 is cheap, Whitney. I agree. $300 is totally cheap. I'm just like, that's not a lot for a concert, baby. Where's y'all sitting at? 400 level must have been $50. Yeah, I'm like, because I don't, I don't know, I can't remember the actual venue of where they're at, but I just remember like I saw and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all complained about $300. Whitney said Beyonce be stacks. Beyonce, she has a strategic. She like, okay, we gonna do a concert around the time they get their taxes. Okay, they doing another stimulus. We finna take that too. I believe that's how they be up in their board meetings, baby, because it ain't no way she come swipe y'all taxes every time. She is Swiffer the taxer. Okay, she gonna come get y'all taxes every time. I'm like, y'all spending your taxes, your rent money, Lord. What is y'all doing? I'm excited for them though. They playing at the United Center. November 2nd. So the tickets definitely go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. But you can go and take a peek on livenation.com right now at a lot of those tickets and see what's going on. So y'all better get into it, okay? Whitney said every time, yes, you know Beyonce, she be like this. I want all of their money. All of it. All the taxes. Because Beyonce got a cute voice to me. I love her voice. I'm just hearing her talk, I'll be like, oh my God, Beyonce, I love you. But I'm like, I can't, baby. I'll just watch your homecoming concert. I can't give you my mortgage to come to your concert. Now I'm like, Drake ain't even gonna do me like that. When Drake start getting to that level, I will see his ass when I see his ass. I've seen him enough times. But I might still go though. I might have to go by myself, but I will go. I will be in the building. Okay. I might not be able to get flow seats that time. Whitney said, wishing a sold out album for them. A sold out show, excuse me. Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna be because they said Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean have. Okay, I'm not being messy. My next story for tonight, and this comes from Oswego, Illinois. So y'all know, shout out to Oswego. In-person learning was canceled for students this Tuesday, after dozens of bus drivers called in sick. Slick. 33 bus drivers from Community Unit School District 308 called in sick, and another 15 bus monitors stayed home. Parents said that they received calls at 5:45 a.m. Their jobs was pissed. There was no advance warning, and district administrators were forced to cancel in-person learning for more than 10,000 junior high and high school students. Okay. That's how you strike. You want my water? That's how you strike. Okay? When one band, one sound. Okay? One band, one sound. When I read it, I was just like this. Why have I never been able to work with people that follow through on shit like this? Like, everybody gonna call off. What a way to take a stand. Everybody, y'all all sick, baby. What y'all sick of? Because I want to know. How did y'all organize? I want to know. Can I be in on the email thread? Please. Can I please be in on y'all group chat? Please. Because I tell y'all what, when I worked for Regis, they did so much crap that I'm like, we should just come together. And I always felt like I was like the revolutionist of the group. I'm like, why are we accepting this? Why are we not coming together? Come together. They made a song about it. What? She said, baby, them bus drivers said we off. They was probably at Six Flags or some goofy shit. What in the bus boycott? Right. I'm like, but that's how you do it though. I'm like, probably some of their other bus homies was like, man, we should have been did that shit. You should have. Yes. I am tickled pink. I loved it. I love that type of organization. It takes a lot. And you have some of those people that's like, no, I'm still gonna go in. You are goofy. You one band, one sound, period. So shout out to the bus drivers for District 308. Y'all did y'all thing. We over here, we're proud, okay? We're proud. The last thing, as far as what's happening, what's up, I saw some very disturbing images of some of our brothers and sisters within the Haitian community. They had a picture of a guy, y'all, with a whip. And it was reminiscent to that picture that we see that goes around where it's like the slave running all that other stuff. It was disturbing. It was disturbing. So for my people that are listening in, and for those that will join me later on iHeart, Spotify, or anywhere else that you're listening to the Blueprint Live, if you have some direct resources or you know how we can help, because some of these big groups that be collecting the money, they don't be giving that shit to them. They don't. So if we know some more targeted things of how we can help them in that area, they shouldn't have to go through that. The guy literally had food in his hand. That shit broke my heart, y'all. Like, straight up. It was absolutely a little bit too much for me. So yeah, if we've got some direct resources of how we can help, and some that are proven where we know it's going to go to them directly, make sure that y'all drop that, shoot me a DM, a message, just anything, an email, however you can get in contact. Let me know if you know of some personal efforts that are going to help benefit the people that are on the land right now. Okay, we got to jump in and we got to help. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like, it's funny, I was discussing with some of my family this week that, you ever notice how, like, if you go out of the country or whatever the case is, no matter like where you are as a Black person, when you see another Black person, it doesn't matter. They might not even be able to speak the same language. It's just like y'all just automatically like migrate to each other. Like, I need you. Please help me. Hi. Hola, wherever you are, okay? Wherever we are, we always find they just like, they look at us and we look at them. And they look at us and we look at them. I'm like, you can help me? I can help you. Can we help each other? I need you. You need me. Like, that's how it's supposed to be, okay? So this is the time where we have to band together, okay, and help. Y'all go to Haiti. Y'all be going on vacation and doing all kinds of stuff. Help their ass. They need help right now, okay? So that's what's happening and what's up in the street. I'm going to get to these last couple comments. Whitney said, Oswego wild, baby. They the wildest. I need y'all to know. They the wildest. The bus company was pissed. They like, I know after they get to like the third or fourth call off, they like, shit, we finna mess up our contract. They finna fire us. As a whole, y'all not finna have no jobs when y'all come back. What's going on? They said slave masters without the plantation. Those, if you ever saw those images, they were pretty horrific, y'all. So it was a little bit too much for me. So I'm going to take a quick break real quick. When I come back, we got the quote of the night. I'm going to close out. I done kept y'all long enough. So be right back. Bye.
Shop the Black Excellence Collection by BlueJae today. From mugs to apparel and all of the accessories that you need, the Black Excellence Collection has you covered. Make sure that you use promo code MechiTan for 10% off. Shop now at www.agsbluejay.com/shop. It's Black Excellence, baby. Shop MzMetchi's exclusive sunglasses collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, at MzMetchi.com/shop. You won't be disappointed.
Why you?
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
All right. This one is a real quick one, y'all. Tonight's quote is, if it's out of your hands, it deserves freedom from your mind too. Okay. How many of us go through situations where it's just like, even after the moment has passed, you still holding on to stuff, you know what I'm saying? And holding on to it by emotionally or mentally, it's still taking up some space in your life. Whatever it is, let it go, okay? If it's something that has flowed away, let it flow. Let it go, okay? I want to thank everyone for, just for tuning in. Thank my special guest, Miss Irene Reyes-Smith. Make sure that you all go. I'll be dropping the links and sharing information on the Blueprint Media Company page, as well as through all of our social media, to make sure that you all go and you purchase her book, Surviving the Badge. Remember, proceeds from that is going to go to her scholarship fund, where she's going to be helping out people in her community, y'all. So we had DC in the house, okay? If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. You can sign up for updates, look at information about advertising with me at thebpmediaco.com or MzMetchi.com. Okay. Make sure that you shop Lavish Looks at MzMetchi.com/shop. Gotta thank my partners, Be Your Own Kind, which she was tuning in with me tonight, as well as FluentRadio. Shout out to them. And of course, couldn't do it without my amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Closing the Gap Staffing, Fiya, Black Dollar Days, and BlueJae. Okay, so I love y'all. I'm gonna be out next week. Okay, because next week is the services for my uncle. So y'all please keep the Coleman Brown, Rob, everybody, all the family Roberts, keep us all in your prayers for next week as we celebrate the homegoing for my uncle. And, just from my, even just from my dad and his side of the family, just to keep them lifted during this time. I feel like a lot of the things that they've gone through, that we've all gone through as a family, we've experienced a great deal of loss, but through it all, we continue to keep it moving and we continue to have love and uplift one another. So keep us in your thoughts. Let me get into these comments. I think it's people saying good night. Woo! Auntie Tracy. Lauren said, woo, Lord. Raise his hands. Yes. Oh, thank y'all. I hope y'all loved tonight's quote. It was simple, but it was to the point. Hey, Trina. Hey, Auntie Tracy. Thank you so much. Yes, y'all, please keep us uplifted in prayer. I appreciate y'all. So I will see you all. We're coming back in October. Got some really dope things going on. So I just, definitely can't wait to come back. And like I said, y'all just keep us uplifted during this time. We're going to have a good night. Good night, Whitney. See you later. Good night, Faye. And she said, keeping your family in my prayers. I appreciate you. Bye. Yes. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to my special guest. I'm going to holler at y'all. Until next time. Bye.